And what's going on, everyone? In this video we're going to talk about how YouTube has changed my life for the better. I'm going to share with you what happened to my channel at 300 subscribers that supercharged my personal growth. I'm also going to share 4 life-changing outcomes from doing YouTube consistently, as well as some tips, tricks, insights on how I grew my channel to over 1K subscribers and how this can help you too. All that to come, plus a lot more. Cue the intro, let's get into it. And welcome back to a brand new video. If you're new and just joining, what's happening? My name is Benjamin Harding. I put videos on all my personal experiences, which often contain long-term travel, self-development, and health and fitness. So if that is your kind of vibe, consider hitting that subscribe button. To recap again on the videos that I last put up, last ones I was talking about moving to Australia. We're talking about long-term health, holistic health, and also why I choose to move here to Perth. After reflecting on my journey on YouTube and that, I've come to realize that I've put up over 50 long-form videos and 70 short-form videos. During this time of the 4 years, I've managed to hit a couple milestones, monetizing the channel, which is absolutely amazing. And hopefully sharing my experiences on this will help you with your journey on YouTube as well. I'd like to say a massive, huge thank you for all of your continued support, all of the subscribers new to the channel, new and old, that show up and watch the content, all the engagement, all the feedback, all the direct messages you send to me on Instagram, and all the comments and that. I literally learn every single day from what you guys need, what you want in terms of what value I put out in the content. Thank you for reaching out to me. I hope that I can continue to build more and more videos to help the rest of this community online. So reflecting back on these milestones and journey as a creator, I've realized that YouTube has changed my life for the better. And there's a lot to unpack there, so we're going to dive into it throughout this video, okay? The way that I see YouTube is like a row of dominoes, and each domino is like a life event. When one life event happens, one domino tips over, it hits the next one, the next life event, and then the next one and the next one. That first domino for me, it dropped in the winter of 2019. And this was my sign to keep going with the YouTube channel. But in order to explain all of this and give you some context, let's start at the beginning. To start my journey, in January 2019, I first picked up a GoPro. I started filming my journey on my Southeast Asia travels. We started in Bangkok and North Thailand, worked our way up to Sukhothai, and then basically did a big loop, did North Thailand, did Vietnam, did Cambodia, did South Thailand, and then flew back home to the UK after 3 months. In that time, I filmed 9 videos. This was published and filmed on a GoPro Hero 7, iPhone 5, editing on iMovie, which is a free software. The reason to why I started YouTube and started putting up videos is because I wanted to have a memento of those experiences. Way back when, like through the whole last 10 years, I've always had photos back when I first started doing my seasons and my travels, but I've never had like a big long video that tells a story. If I were to rewind even more further back to like my childhood, I remember I would go up to my grandparents' study and they would have like endless amounts of Kodak pictures in a photo album, which I would just spend hours in there just looking at them as a kid and just disappearing into the memories and remembering where we were in those times. And you know what, this has had an impact on me wanting to show up and create something that I could not only look back later on in life as like a memory, as a timestamp of what I was doing in that time in my life, but also I wanted to be able to share it. I wanted to be able to give it and share it to my family, to my friends, and also to others to give value on my experiences if they were wanting to do the same as well. when we were traveling, we had so much time to ourselves. We'd normally spend the full day like out enjoying the experiences and enjoying the locations, enjoying the communities that we'd meet. And then when we came back after we've had dinner, it'd often be quite a lot of downtime, whether it be chilling and talking in the hostel room or in the communal areas, or after dinner, like sitting on a beanbag or something. And this is where I basically just used my phone, exported all the videos that I have on my GoPro to it, put them up into iMovie, and just started building and creating and putting it together in terms of a storyline. I remember finishing my first video. It was like the one in Soccer Tie. It was like 3-4 minutes long, and I didn't know how to build one back then. I didn't know how to strategize and put certain clips in certain places, or how to cut certain clips, or even how to make it into a like watchable story. But I knew that I would learn through the process of doing it. And you know what? It was so much fun to be able to create something that was mine, that I could share with the world. During these times, I'd literally put my headphones in, I'd put music in, I would edit, and I'd like find a productivity flow state of where I just get lost in a different world of content creation. And this made me fall in love with the process. And then after I filmed one video, I just wanted to make another one. And then that's when I was like, right, okay, let's just see how many videos I can how many experiences I can capture, and just take it one step at a time. After that, when we finished the travels after 3 months, I then flew back to Oxford, to London Heathrow, to then my hometown in Oxfordshire. And this is when I completely stopped my YouTube journey. The reason for this is because back then my channel was called Benjamin Explores. It was about traveling. It was about getting out there and seeing the world. And obviously coming back to the UK, I stopped traveling. So therefore I thought my channel needed to stop. I lost my excitement and my motivation to create. I thought that my hometown wasn't thrilling enough to film or to record or tell a story about. But to be honest, that didn't stop me watching my own videos. Now, by the way, I didn't watch these videos to hit a higher view count. It was more so how I looked at myself when I was filming and creating those videos. I was always smiling. I was always happy. I was always enjoying what I was doing in my life, and I just wanted to feel that again. I wanted to be that person again, and it intrinsically hit me so much that I was like, well, we need to find another opportunity, another challenge where I can do and feel that again. Then one night at my bar job in the winter of 2019, I got given a sign. I was looking back at my YouTube channel, and I've noticed one particular video. I'll put it up here if you can see it. It was the Foo Cock video. That started to get hundreds of views over the next few hours / days. And I was so confused by this, because back then I had 300 subscribers and I had 9 videos, beginner type sort of videos. And I was like, how are these views coming about? Like, I'm so confused. This is awesome. How is this happening? This is when I saw the video go from like in the hundreds to like going to 1,000, going to 2,000, going to 4, 5, 6, 10,000 to 15,000. And I was like, oh my dates. Okay, maybe I should invest more time into the channel. It truly made my mindset shift overnight on what's possible. I remember saying to myself during that night doing the bar job, you just gotta go for it. You've just got to put yourself out there, put your content out into the world, and you just need to create. But I knew that in order to restart my journey, I needed to combine it with other elements in order for me to keep it going. So I needed a challenge that will create my drive to wanting to tick it off and achieve. I need it to be about travel, because that is literally like my favorite pastime, my passion, and something that excites me so much. And then I also needed a way to fuel my creative energy. So then I was like, we can put all these things together. What if I were to find a place where I could go and work and I could travel, that I could then also combine and film for my YouTube channel, which is also a challenge, and then just consistently dedicate time to it over that like time period. Then it hit me. There's more opportunities in Australia. Let's start there. But then it came to a point where I was like, wait a second, I'm terrible with consistency. How am I going to train myself, my mindset and my abilities and my productivity to keep this going? I remember making myself a promise, and that was, look, Benny, Australia is going to be an absolutely amazing experience. It's probably going to change your life, but I need you to commit right now to doing a video every 4 to 5 weeks, no matter what happens. As a minimum, put up one video and just see how that goes. So 4 to 5 years later, we've done 50 long form videos, 70 short form videos, and I am absolutely in love with the process. I saw this as a long-term game. You know what, let's start with one video. Let's see how I feel when I film that video. Let's see what I can create on how I can put it out into the world and how I can distribute value to others that want to learn these experiences and do the same thing. I did that before I left London. That was like my first ever video in the Australian Traveller Advice series. Now looking back on it, I've got up to like 30 something episodes, and obviously that's over the 4 years, but I've managed to commit to that one video every 4 to 5 weeks over those 4 years, and building it part-time whilst doing my job full-time, and then dedicating time to my social connections and my communities and to other places and to my family as well. My focus was on the value within the content, the information being shared, and also the storyline being told, so I can have a good combination of education plus entertainment. And hopefully that would enhance the video so that my viewers would get a good experience from watching these type of videos. Diving into this type of quality of content is that I'd rather make one video and it get 1,000 views and it transform 3 people's lives than make 10 videos, get 20,000 views and it not help anybody's lives. Because for me, and I get this from the feedback when people direct message me and they say that the videos have truly helped them. This is just pure joy I receive from these comments and from this feedback, because it lights me up. It gives me such a purpose to show up on this channel, and it really does like supercharge my desire to want to help all of you. Let's do one video. Let's film it, publish it, edit it, publish it, and put it up to the channel. Do not strive for perfection, strive for experimentation. This will be the best video that you can currently create at that time in your life and put it up to the channel. And that's what I've done. So as I've grown through my skills, through my knowledge, through my abilities, I've been able to advance those types of videos through the years, whether that's like going from 1080p to 4K, filming it on different GoPros and iPhones, filming it like with drones and with other different types of content. It started off super simple, and every single video that I've created, I've added in a different perspective or a different like viewpoint or a different location, or whether that's filming talking in my car to filming talking on the top of a mountain, or filming like watching sunset, or even walking through Asia with the camera and sharing my viewpoints and talking about the story there. And so this has led me on to realize 4 life-changing outcomes from doing YouTube. And the first one is finding a deeply intrinsic fueled passion. Oh yes, I've snowboarded the French Alps, I've snorkeled the Great Barrier Reef, and I have skydived Byron Bay in Australia. Those are amazing experiences, will live with me to the end of my life. And you know what? As simple as picking up this GoPro, pressing record, talking to the lens, talking to you, my audience, my viewers, gives me that same thrill. The thrill to create, the thrill to share. And if I'm honest as well, this passion just continues to get stronger as I grow as a human, like through the days, weeks, months, and years. Next up, we've got building a shareable life portfolio on your interests. You know what, it's not been the easiest to try and find other people with these types of interests straight away. It's always took a bit of time, whether that's finding people in the gym or finding people on my travels or finding people at work that have got similar interests. It's always took time. It's always took a lot of time. When I rebranded the channel, I wanted to make a conscious decision that, okay, this is what I'm going to stick to. This is how I'm going to put myself out there. And hopefully this will be able to like find other people through like these shared interests as well. It went from Benjamin Explores to Benjamin Hardin to then Benjamin Hardin X. The reason why the X is on the end is because I literally passed 10 years worth of long-term travel, and in like the self-development I've been going since a young kid anyway, and health and fitness since I was a teenager as well. And picking all that back up again, it made sense to rebrand the channel into this and then be able to be found by other people that share these common interests with each other. You know, having those 3 topics, I've got to say, one definitely excites me, that's the long-term travel. One complements the other 2, which is health and fitness. And then the third one, self-development, is one that I could potentially monetize down the line. It's one that is a continuous journey. Like, you can keep developing yourself way until your later ages. And that's something that I wanted for longevity. Something that I could film content on the channel, which would allow me to open up a plethora of more video ideas. Okay, moving on to the next one, which is the impactful signs of growth. I absolutely love this one. Over those 4 years, I've been able to practice part-time on the side multiple skills consistently. For example, scripting videos, like learning how to write a script, which is literally what I've got here in terms of how I've designed the video. Not just that, but like getting better at speaking on a camera. Like when I first started talking to a lens like this now, or talking to you guys, it was so hard for me because it felt so awkward. It felt like I wasn't talking to a person, I was like literally talking to an object, which feels really weird at first. I was like, well, if your audience is through this lens, then just picture your audience on the other side of that lens. And that's where I was like, okay, that helps me to get better at filming these videos and building more of a connection when I talk and articulate my words. Filming in really busy public settings like in the middle of a city, this definitely got me better at storytelling. And then as a knock-on effect, when I would edit the videos, it got me better at editing as well. So from going from iMovie, free software from Apple, to LumaFusion, to editing on the iPad, to then upgrading to a MacBook Pro, and then buying Final Cut Pro and editing all my clips on there. And then the production value just went up. The ability to edit in 4K also adding to the quality. This led me on to becoming skillful with using different software. This also got me better at designing as well. For example, like Canva, we use like the thumbnails. I'll edit on Lightroom to make the colors pop. I'll insert titles to describe or catch the attention of the viewers to see if that's the sort of video that they want to watch or they want to click on. And then also being able to use Canva to create digital products of my own that have not only helped my own life, but I've been able to send to other people. For example, like I created a free product called Benny's Recipes, which was about 2 specific recipes I have for breakfast and for dinner. Both of these recipes save me time and money on my shop. That has just been something that I've been able to create. They've been able to download and actually help them with like how they're living and share those insights with them. And so this leads me on to the last one, which is the feeling of a higher purpose. Now, I didn't actually realize this until quite recently, actually. I've searched far and wide for signs on what to do with my life. Like, it took me 10 years of experimentation, 4 years of showing up on YouTube and building videos. And you know what? I realized that I absolutely love doing this. I absolutely love creating videos. I love putting them out there and I love sharing them with the world. When I hit my 1K subs on my channel, I remember asking myself a particular question. It was, if you had the opportunity to continue doing this full time as an online business, would you keep it going into your later years? And I had to sit with that for a while and just be like, man, imagine what that life could be like. Imagine the kind of person that I could become. Imagine the people that I could meet and share all of this sort of experiences with. And it just resonated with me so much. And that's when I was like, okay, let's just keep applying, keep putting more time into it, and just growing every single day, every single week, month and year. Let's just keep going. I don't know where YouTube is going to be in 10, 20, 30, 40 years, but I do know investment in your time certainly compounds. Whether that's like on seeing like videos that you made like 2 years ago, still getting views, still helping people, still being like valuable to people that are actually going through that sort of problem, or trying to find that solution in their life back then, or like for then in their time. And so that brings us on to the end of another video. Just want to say a massive thank you for sticking on through to the end. If you got some value out of this vid, be sure to give it a nice big thumbs up, subscribe for more content coming soon to this channel, and we'll see you all back in the next episode. Take care guys, see you later.